We're off and running in 2026. Every day, people come looking for hope and help. Yesterday, there was a young man that was brought here by his sister, found himself in just the worst set of circumstances. He contracted cancer a couple of years ago, stage 4 tongue cancer. They had to actually remove his tongue, and it affected his ability to work. He was a chef and couldn't taste, and has a feeding tube and just all kinds of disability, and then had domestic violence in his home from a parent that just wasn't taking care of him. He had to leave. Somehow they found us, Googled us, found out that we were here, and just came on a whim. And in that, we were able to connect to potential housing for him, where he have his own unit that he'd be in that's private, where he can take care of himself, and there's other sustenance that's available to him through the connections and the programs that we have developed and gotten connected to. And so now there's hope for a young man that's lost all hope, not sure what the next day would hold. And now the next day holds hope for him, all because of what's happening here through the Spirit of Jesus and the life that we share. Last weekend, Kathy and I just happened to stop in at McDonald's. We rarely do that, but we were in a hurry, and as we stopped in there, we saw a man sitting nearby. He had a dog. He was obviously a homeless individual, and we ended up talking to him. You just feel drawn to people like that now, and as we were visiting with him, he was very coherent and able to converse. He didn't need any cash. I asked him even if he needed that. He was taking care of himself in the moment, but he was living on the street. I gave him the card of how to find us and said, on Monday we're going to be open. Come by, and if you want to, come by and see us. We'll see what we can do. Sure enough, on Monday he came, found his way to our site here, and now we've been for several days. He's been back 2 or 3 times, and today when he came, he was asking about God, asking about faith. He said, I keep seeing John 3:16. What's that mean? He doesn't have any background in faith at all. Now there's conversations happening with him about who Jesus is and how to connect to him. He's coming back on Monday, this next Monday, to have a full faith conversation as we're continuing to help him in his journey for next steps toward wholeness, toward health, toward provisions for housing and job and all those kinds of things that are still hopeful out there waiting for him to discover. Jesus is the core of it. He's the center of it, and he's the spirit behind what we do day by day. People with great challenges, and we're serving up to 30, sometimes more than 30 people a day are walking into our site, and so many people in great need. I'm standing in front of a new provision. We have a grant that we received to purchase this vehicle. It's a refrigerated van. It's giving us the opportunity to increase our services, a mobile food pantry where we'll be serving seniors who have disability and unable to get to where we are for our food pantry. We can take meals to them. Every week we'll be setting up a plan to have a route, and we're having a driver that we're securing in next week, and just step by step opening up the door to new and greater possibilities of reaching out and touching people where they're hurting and where they're living. Miracles. This is a miracle that I'm standing in front of. It's opening up new possibilities and new provisions. Great things are in store for our future. Stay tuned in. If you can contribute to what is happening, it matters. It helps make a difference. It provides the food. It provides the services that we're here to do for broken and hurting people that Jesus cares about, that he died for, and that we're here to help. We don't see people as problems to be solved, but people to be loved. That's our passion. That's our spirit. And we're loving on everybody that comes into our presence. Thank you for being a part of Capital Compassion. We love you too, what you do to make a difference as a partner with Capital Compassion.